Standard December day, bleak, gloomy day, running around up to Christmas. My office overlooks the road coming down. I saw one of my vehicles, or what I thought initially was one of my vehicles. A few minutes later, I had a knock at the door and opened my front door and instantly received a beak of sulfuric acid to the face. For me, there was no mistaking. Straight away, it was acid. There is no way that my attacker took enough time to gauge who I was, because he obviously got the wrong person. But if there was anyone else stood next to me, if my son could have quite easily been stood by my feet, could be stood right behind me, and it would have killed him. It almost killed me. I was on death watch. They thought I was in such a severe state that infection could take hold and I could die at any moment. But I woke up in an ICU and I signalled for a pen and paper, obviously I couldn't talk. Not with tubes coming out of me. And the very first thing I wrote down was, who would do this to me? You lie on a hospital bed thinking, will my son recognise me? Is he going to be scared of me? And he looked at me and just grabbed my wife. My heart sank. Like it was kind of like the biggest nightmare just happening. And then when I started speaking, he just flung his arms out. He was hanging around my neck for about 45 minutes, which is the longest cuddle he has ever given anybody. That was the best feeling in the world. I probably, if I'd never had him, probably wouldn't be here. Like kids are just absolute superpower to you. Everything I did was to get out and get back and do normal stuff with him and for him. My whole face has been rebuilt with various bits of my body. All my forehead's skin grafted, all my cheeks skin grafted. So there's been so much contraction that I'm on my third set of eyelids now. And we believe it stopped contracting now, so 2.5 years later. If you can see the scarrings here around my eyes, that was my first set of eyelids. So that scar there would have been up on the edge of my eyelid. So you could say that's pulled down about an inch and a quarter. Not having eyelids is a pretty horrible form of torture. When you can't close your eyes, when you can't get away from the lights, it's a pretty horrific place to be in. But yeah, I've never been really concerned about what other people have thought, or I wear my scars with pride more so than anything else. It's obviously affected every aspect of my life. From the moment I wake up in the morning, I have to start dealing with the challenges that I face daily. My eyes, it generally takes me half an hour to get out of bed and gain sight enough to start making a cup of tea. You are reliant on everybody else to do everything for you. Even at times you rely on people to take you to the toilet, for God's sake. I think you wouldn't be human. You'd have to be pretty emotionless to go through what I go through without having bad days. And there's no point wasting a huge amount of time and energy trying to build my life up to what it was before. It just isn't going to happen. I just can't do the same things. So I've accepted that now. So in 5 years' time, he'll be out completely scotch-free. There would have been an impact on his life for his actions, I get that. But I'll still be having surgery, I'll still be wearing scars, I'll be wearing those for my life, I'll be blind in my left eye all my life, I'll still be classed as visually impaired in my right. There's no miracle cure for me, there's nothing to give me back what I lost. So the fact that there's all these knock-on effects to other people in my life as well, and yet my attacker's going to be out in the streets in 5 years, it just seems ludicrous. If you can cause that much destruction in someone's life, you should get more than 8 years inside. The sentencing should be more severe than gun crime, for the reason it's not, majority of people in the UK can't get their hands on a gun, but everybody can get their hands on acid or some corrosive substance. I don't think they're going to stop. And I'm not saying that in a fear-mongering way, but until the legislation changes, they're going to carry on. What has happened, nothing can change what has happened, so there's no point losing time and dwelling on the fact that some seriously horrible shit's happened to you. But the best thing to do is draw a line under it and move on. You know, try and regain as much of your life as you can.